So yesterday we were struggling with a little bit with the lives functionality. We managed to get it working, managed to get the countdown timer working. It was a little bit messy, so it wasn't ideal. But we also couldn't seem to get the persistence right. So I've had a little bit of think about how I want to handle this. There's a few kind of architecture things that haven't helped. But it's our first time using it's my first time using the scriptable object, so there's a little bit of a learning curve to it. But anyway, let's jump in and see how we can fix this up. Okay, so let's get off there. Right, so we're still on this live functionality. Let's just recap what I did last time. So if I click play, and it might work. Alright, so we've got 3 lives. I set it at 10 seconds for a life, which is a bit unrealistic, so we'll probably change that. But anyway, let's go level 1, play, drops a life, play again, drops a life. And that is how it works. Yeah. And that's it, we're at 3 lives. Yep, so what we want to do now, we couldn't get the persistence working, right? So if we, it actually will work here, but it's on the phone, it won't work. I should have set up Unity remote. I know, in fact, it'll still work there because that'll be technically in the editor. Alright, so what I'm going to change. So here's what we had yesterday. And it's a little bit messy. It's not too bad. I'm gonna rename make those a little bit nicer names. Okay, so how are we going to fix this? I had that persistent scriptable object thing here. Here we go. Right? And the way I did it is I basically used the game object name like that. Right? Which is where a lot of my issues are coming from. So instead, what I'm going to have is a public string. And that's it. Right, and that's going to be the name. And what we're going to do here is replace that and call it name. And name. Right. So now what I can do, instead of having... Well, I will have broken everything. That's one thing. Ooh, it doesn't like that, does it? We got those. Then we've got... Okay, so that's the mono behavior. So now when I've got scene loader, well, one thing, for example, is this scene loader. Why does this need to be non-static? Right, what we can do is just... Oh, not that one. Public static void, public static void. I mean, this is still not perfect. Doesn't need to be a mono behavior. So now everywhere this was used, we can now just call Oop. Oh, not that one, not that one. Load side manager dot. What? How has that ever worked? Okay, that that's a really not very good naming clash. Scene loader. I bet that's the same. So where do I even ever use this? Was I ever using that? I must have been using it in the inspector somewhere, surely. Ah, okay, yeah, so because it was the button. Right, that's why I didn't make it static. So now the button clicks could use it. Alright, fine. Let's leave it like that then. No, in fact, no. No. Let's go back here. Load select scene, right? We got the canvas. Left select button. Yep. Let's go there. I want to go there. So level select button dot load level. Yep. Let's rename that load level. At the end of it, scene loader dot load level. For now. Doesn't even need that. Sweet. Just load level. And that's that. Where's the other places it was used? Probably the endgame menu. On destroy. This is better anyway, right? So let's save that. That's now saved. This, just get rid of it. Oh. Get rid of that, save it. Get out of it, save that. Into the level scene. Endgame menu. Menu button. Scene loader. Something happened, right? So, what do we want to do? Set to this. And we'll add in fact, I'll do it here. And this is it. So, menu button here. This. So now that should work, all without using the scene loader, load level select. And in fact, we could just get rid of it. Why do we even need it? Just call scene manager. We're not doing anything special right now. Let's in fact do that. Yep. So I'll take this one. Don't know why I did that, you know. I know it gets rid of this, but using Unity scene management, let's take that up there. And then that's that one, level select button. Is it a proper separation of concerns? No, it's not. Was it called level scene? Is that right? Right, and then we delete it. Sweet. And then what else do? We don't need a scene loader object. Get rid of that. Start scene. Don't need it. Save it. No longer have a singleton. Sweet. So, but will this work? Can't be found. Right, yeah. Stop harping on about that, will you? Asset, scripts, scene loader. Alright, so it's gone. Does it work, is the question. Let's start from the start scene. Jump in. Click play. I haven't altered that button. Alright. UI button. So, we do need to make a button. But this is fine, right? I'd rather it be this. Play button. Why does it find PPP? Where did I just put that? Oh, it's there. Wow, that's impressive. On button click. Scene using Unity engine dot scene management. Get rid of those. Scene manager dot scene. I don't tend to like using strings like this. I should have a. I need to organize my project a little better. See, this one is correct, but this level data can be a scriptable object. And in fact, I think I will want it to be in future, but I'm not at that point yet because I mean current hue shouldn't be in there. So some of this will get stripped out, so it'll still be some static data like current hue, current score, all these things. But anything that's to do with the actual levels, I want to separate out and put into a scriptable object. Is my aim there. That's the plan. So we should now work, right? I think if we go on the button here, button, no function, play button, click, save it, let's go, play. Right, let's make this a little bit bigger. Level 1 doesn't work. Level select screen, scenes, select menu HUD, canvas. What? How do you... Okay. No, this should work. This should. Should be, yeah, level select button. I did it right. I did change. Called load level. Let's give that one a whirl. Alright, that's sweet. Start. Do some things. Menu button. Alright. So we've got rid of that singleton, which is nice. Didn't need it. My scene transitions aren't going to be that complicated. So I really didn't need it. Later on, when things get more complicated again, maybe I'll need something like that, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But now, what we can have is one of these new persistent scriptable object things, right? These scripts that I've created here. in each of these I can create a new empty game object. Reset. And rename. And this is going to be called player of these. Right, and the name's going to be player data. Player data. Like that, right? So now, whenever this gets on enabled and on destroyed, not destroyed, on disabled, a load and save will happen. So this means that if we have one of these in every single scene, right? Let's make this prefab. Right, it's prefab now. Just add one of these to every scene. I'll put it up the top there. Then the scenes, level select, right, level select scene, we've got one. Level scene, you can also have one. Nothing needs to change. Lives and lost lifetime, that's it, they'll be there. And now they'll be, every time this scene loads and unloads, essentially, or whenever that game object is enabled and unenabled. So essentially, whenever the scene changes, we'll serialize the data. Maybe it's a little bit overkill. Might get a bit slow if we added a lot of stuff to this. But for now, I think this is going to be a useful way to do this. See users moi glow no. Right, we've got this here, yeah. So let's. Where do we want to start? Start from level select. Starting the game. We've got 3 lives, yeah. Jump in, lose 1. Still got 2. Jump in, lose 1. End it. We should have player data 0. Value 1. So that player data 0 would be lives. Got 1 life. That was true. Now if we load this, we've got 3 lives. 10 seconds passed. Unload this. We've got 3 again. And that's it. That is it. So that was pretty damn simple. I would say anyway. So you keep it now. I know that every time I add this prefab into a scene, that any modifications in that scene to any of the data in here, in this prefab, is now going to be serialized out. Which is pretty badass. Pretty badass. Awesome. Right, now let's clean up some things. We got rid of one singleton. Let's see if we got any more don't destroy loads. No. Alright, so that was our only singleton and we got rid of it. That's pretty cool. Because now we don't need them. Load level, sets up all the level data and then loads the scene. Sweet. Sweet. Play button, we've added that, that's cool. In-game menu, we've made some slight alterations to. Same with menu HUD. This we changed the name. That's cool. So now we use that. There was also one other place. Where's my actual lives functionality again? I should know this. I need to start organizing my code a little better. Yeah, where is that now? HUD? No, it's menu HUD. Which I don't like the name of. I've decided now. Menu HUD. It should be in its own thing called Life Calculator. Yeah, it should be. And in fact, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Create a new one, create a new script. What do I want to call it? Lives timer. Right, how do we want to do it? What do we want to do? So we're gonna have these two. In fact, all of these, right? These are all script objects, so that they can both reference them. They can reference them themselves. So I'm gonna take all of this for now. Lives timer. Take all of this. So we'll set that up. It's just system. Using system. So this text we don't need to deal with, which is fine. Good time span. Reverse diff minutes. So this is the bit. This stuff we don't need. This we don't need. So that's that bit. And then this HUD can get rid of do that. Probably going to care about that in here. So we are calculating this twice, but we'll clean up the code. It's a little cleaner. Cut that out. Could we make this any better? Probably. We could decouple this bit and add another persistable object, but we don't need to. Would be nice too, though. Update. Lives countdown. Because it is a little bit more complex this, right? Let's do that there. Clean up some code. Lives are good. Do we think this is going to work first time? That is the question. So look. Alright, we've got... nope. Menu HUD. We need to add new script. You can't do that. Data. Lives. Max lives. Right, let's have a little see if I've broken anything. So it's still 3. Back to the menu. Yeah, well, it's the same way, right? I can't complain with that. The final test. Here we go. Gonna plug this in. I'm gonna do a quick build on my phone. File. I will start at some point cleaning these up. I should just overwrite. I'm not in a point where I'm doing like version 0.1 or version 0.0, whatever. I should just overwrite them. Play. Level 2. 3 lives. 2 lives. At 4 seconds to go with 1 life left. So if I need to be quicker. Yep, still got 2 lives. 1, 0, and I've got 3 lives. So that works perfectly. So I'm pretty happy with that. That's all gone really well. Let's. I think we can get that ticked off. The only thing we're missing really is some nice artwork. And in fact, let's have a look at this menu HUD. Bold, middle, left. Not bold. They're very similar. We'll have a little cheeky look in here. Wow, that does not look right. Pivot 0.5, scale 1, height and width. So right that. So we've got some stuff there. We've got lives. We can make this look a bit nicer. We might do soon enough. But for now, I'm happy with that. Let's have a little look. 2 different menu HUDs. I don't understand. Where's my scene? Oh yeah, I had it. Oh. Because I am going to change this at some point. So that we have... I don't know, maybe I won't. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, it does change slightly. Alright. But it's cool though, it's cool. Thing is, we could use this. Like the score. Where does it get the score from? Just score values. Is on this HUD element. Lives. For now, right, I'm just gonna save all this. Let's just get it all saved. I'm happy with it. Let's give it one quick run through. Cool, we got 2 lives. Got 1 life. I want to twiddle some things. Where are my scripts? Life add seconds. We want this to be 2 minutes, so that's 120 seconds. Save that. That's fine. Max lives 3. I'm happy with 3 lives. That's reasonable. And the final thing I want you to do is that only lose a life if you equal, yeah. Yeah, lives to value. This is something else I actually want to look at. Is so this whole save level scores thing. We could get to the point where this is actually a. It's not so explicit. I don't know, it'd be fine for now. I'm over engineering. Let's just take. Let's not jump in like that. So now only if we get less than 3 stars do we lose a life, which is cool. Yeah, let's check that works. 2 stars. What? What now? Why is that 4 minutes? Do we need to? Let's just get rid of this. Right, whatevs. Whatevs. Okay. Okay, let me. So this needs to be. It does have a little bit of flakiness to this because I'm setting it there and then it's getting reset by here. Right, get rid of that. 2 things fighting each other. 3. Right, save it. Let's go. So we should have 3 lives now. 3 lives. Cool. Start level. Got 2. Got 2 lives now. Taking me 2 minutes. Jump in. Got no lives. That's not good. Do this one because this one's easy. 3 lives. I didn't know what I was on. I think I was on 1, right? Let's just double check it. Yep, and I didn't lose a life. Sweet. I'm pretty happy with that. It works. It's not pretty, but it works. Right, where are we at? Terminal. TTD. A lot has changed. A lot. I deleted that. That's cool. Modified. I added anything? Contract. Got a new prefab. That and that. From 10 to 120. Right, I modified that, so now I only do it if I get less than 3 stars. Load the scene. Load the scene. Should really. I could do this a little bit nicer, but it's fine for now. Name, get all. There's a lot happened here. Let's do it proper. Uh, awesome possum. Smashed it out. I'm happy with that. Pretty damn cool. Implement wave storing lives. One though. Actually, have each life consume a life? Yes, it does. Yes, that's true. And you'll a period of time, 2 minutes per life. That's exactly what I've done. Kinetic cascade. Haven't done that. Don't want to do that. I think that's harsh, to say the least. All right, sweet. Add a total stars count. New element. Menu screen navigation. That's doable. Adding a bubbling animation to the cook pot. Yeah, we could do that, I guess. Just try to think what I want to do next. Animations for the color change, yes. Ah, add the ability to unlock levels based on the number of stars required. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's cool. But we also would then need a number of total stars. A way of storing that number of total stars. So that I mean, it's doable. That is. How could we? Add better fonts. That's a good one, to be fair. Okay, there's a bug actually I thought of that's on mobile that I didn't think of before. This doesn't really make much sense, but when labels bug. That's something I noticed today. So yeah, the blade trail kind of mucks up a little bit. I don't know. Let's have a look at the blade. Where is the blade? Blade scripts, blade trail prefab. So it just has a blade trail, doesn't it? Yeah, so if we go on this blade script here, let's get rid of this because we don't use it. I like to have 2 spaces there. A bit weird like that. We got this current trail object, right? Let's see where this is used. So this shouldn't happen. Okay. Nah, definitely shouldn't happen. Oh. 2 seconds. Alright, I'll tell you what, we're not going to make it a short stream today. Yeah, I'm going to jump off, I think. I'm pretty happy with that, though. We managed to get that lives functionality working properly, which is pretty cool. Alright, anyway, thanks all, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.